Inside the Story with CBS News' Margaret Brennan.
The crypto voter is alive and well. People do care about these technologies, and people care about pro-innovation, pro-business, and pro-crypto candidates.
This week on 60 Minutes, we take a look at the role the cryptocurrency industry played in the 2024 election. Cryptocurrencies are digital assets that are not controlled by a country or a financial institution. They run on a blockchain, which is a secure, decentralized virtual ledger that keeps track of every transaction.
Ohio, the time for change is now.
In this last election, crypto companies contributed 1/3 of all direct corporate contributions to super PACs or political action committees. It paid off. 85% of the congressional candidates supported by the industry won their races. And crypto executives told us that wasn't just because of the enormous amount of money the industry spent on ads. It was also because people they described as crypto voters turned out to cast their ballots.
I think those who don't believe that there are passionate people about crypto are not paying attention to how significant this industry is already today.
We spoke with Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of a company called Ripple, whose cryptocurrency XRP is now one of the largest in the world. When you say a crypto voter, you're making it sound like people were out there with, signs on their lawn because they were pro-crypto. Was it actual voter support, or was it the financial support that the industry was putting into these races that made the difference?
There were absolutely people with signs on their lawn, and I know this to be true.
What does a crypto voter look like? Is it just anti-government, libertarian kind of approach?
I think that's way too simplistic. They come in all shapes and sizes. They are teachers, they are nuns, they are audiovisual technicians, they're electricians, they are the United States.
Industry research shows that people who own cryptocurrency tend to be young, racially diverse, and they see cryptocurrency as a way to gain more freedom over their financial lives. On the whole, they agree the industry needs clearer regulations, and they want candidates who are open to emerging technologies. The voter base is growing and apparently up for grabs. While they support policies favorable to the industry, pro-crypto voters don't have a unified position on which party will best deliver them. To help them make sense of which candidate to back, the advocacy organization Stand with Crypto assigns politicians grades based on statements they've made about the industry.
There's a lot of real crypto promoters that are not just friends of mine, but good friends of mine. There's a lot of people with good hearts who are genuinely interested in this.
John Reed Stark is the former chief of internet enforcement at the Securities and Exchange Commission. A critic of the industry, he says he owns no cryptocurrency, but has an understanding of those who do.
They have a mammoth distrust of financial institutions, and they love the edginess of the culture. And I think those people do vote, and I think that's another aspect of where these crypto PACs just executed a brilliant strategy, because they really tapped into that.
What I hear you saying is this may be part of that anti-government, anti-establishment movement in the United States. Does this trace us back to the financial crisis?
I think so, yeah. I think it, and I don't blame them. The Bitcoin was created right after the financial crisis with this idea in mind.
But if you're of that mindset, if you're one of these people in this grassroots movement, you can look back at the crisis and say the government institutions failed, the banks failed, the regulators failed, everyone failed. So why should I trust them now?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point. I think it's fair to say I don't trust institutions. I don't either. But that doesn't mean let's put a worse one in place.
In the 2024 election, the crypto industry backed 29 Republicans and 33 Democrats. The biggest crypto industry super PAC that financed these candidates is called Fairshake, which was started in part by Ripple, the company headed by Brad Garlinghouse. Fairshake spent $131 million on ads supporting pro-crypto candidates this election cycle, and it already has another $103 million to spend on pro-crypto candidates in the midterm elections in 2 years. The ads that Fairshake put out and paid for did not mention crypto. Like, the word was not mentioned at all. Why do you think that is?
Fairshake was educating and elevating candidates that we felt were pro-business, pro-innovation, pro-crypto, and I'm sure covered a lot of different issues.
But it's hard to say they're a crypto voter if they weren't going to the ballot box for that issue, right?
I think if you're educating the electorate about about different candidates and they're smarter walking into the ballot box, I think we should celebrate that.
In my mind, the people have spoken, and you've got to respect democracy. I feel passionately about the fact that crypto is something that this country should not allow to infiltrate this country in any way, shape, or form. And I think it's real dangerous.
It's not acceptable in any form.
No. I don't think there's any use for it. There's no utility for it except for criminals and speculation. But as passionately as I feel about that, I feel more passionately about democracy.
So you think the people voted to say, hey, let's see what happens?
All of these elected officials were very clear in their supporting of crypto. Whether people understood that or not, I don't know.